Harvard did it again. They just invited a professor from Ramallah to come tell the students at Harvard how all the massacres that took place on October 7th are, well, Israel's fault. Israel caused the murder of thousands. I'm going to end with a story that I had to read 3 times, and I had to look up the source because I didn't believe it. After everything we've said about Harvard, and what I mean by that is Claudine Gay, the president, getting fired for being anti-Semitic, the head of diversity and inclusion being a plagiarist, you're not going to believe this one. Harvard has just announced that they are going to bring in a Hamas-loving professor from the Arab American University in Ramallah, West Bank, who's going to give a speech about how the Palestinian people have a right to defend themselves, to live with dignity and freedom, like on October 7th. And I'm shocked that the world is shocked, is what she said. The lady's name is Dalal Saib Irakat. And she said, this is just normal, what people do who want to be free. So here's the clincher. Here is a quote that you will not believe. She said after October 7th, where her comrades that she supports, some of which she said she knows, that carried out mass rapes, executions, beheadings of children, and so on. Here's her quote. The Israeli public needs to realize that their own government caused this bloodshed, and they remain the ones responsible for this escalation and loss of civilian lives, unquote. Harvard says she's an expert in diplomacy and conflict resolution. And then she came back with a new quote saying, the October 7th attacks that left 1,200 people dead are normal human struggles.
Ooh-wee.
Wow. Harvard is just a sewer. I truly mean it.
Yeah. Ooh-wee.
What are they going to do?
Barry, why are the parents still allowing their children to go to the school? I mean, are their parents, only thing I can think of is that these parents, they're liberal themselves. There's no excuse for it. And then you have these donors. Are the donors going to continue pouring money into the school? I mean, Claudine Gay should have been, that was strike 1. Then they bring in the other one. That's strike 2. This one, if they continue doing it, is strike 3. Shame on you.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
You know what, Barry? This is all in an agenda to try to change the outlook in America with the children, targeting the children, the youth in the United States of America to get them to hate Israel. We are a Judeo-Christian nation, 100%. And we acknowledge Israel as a state. Israel has always been there. But their goal is to try to indoctrinate as many children as possible. They've been doing this in universities for the longest. They're not going to school any longer. They're sending their kids to indoctrination camps. And because they're sending to the indoctrination camps, some of these kids even come home and they're telling their parents when they're white that they're the problem. You're the racist one. They taught their children to hate their parents. The country is changing. Our world is changing. Everything you just talked about, Barry, should not even be a discussion. Everything. For the past, just think about it, for the past, ever since October 7th, all of this extra stuff has been happening. And you know, I'm always talking about before October 7th. These cockroaches should have been wiped out before then. You know, I'm always bringing it up because they've been attacking Israel all along and no one seems to remember that. They be like, get amnesia. What are you talking about? Rockets, thousands of rockets going to Israel. Those were fireworks, Will Johnson. Shut up. That's how they act. I mean, I'm like, what is going on? And then when you get to a point, to the situation that we're in right now, where they don't have a choice, they have to defend themselves. And then you have these universities and the colleges, again, Barry, they're trying to change the mindset of the youth in this country to get them to openly just hate Israel as if it's acceptable. And it is not. The Bible tells us those who curse Israel will be cursed. And that's what they're trying to do.
Well said.